This is the spectacular mountain resort of Whistler in the Canadian Rockies. It lies just a couple of hours' drive from downtown Vancouver, and together with Blackcomb Mountain is the largest ski area in North America and home to one of the biggest sporting events of the year. The symbol for the 2010 Winter Olympic Games here in Canada is called an Inuksuk, and as well as the big official one that's built at the top of the mountain, people have been coming and making their own, creating this whole little village of Inuksuks, including my little one that's right here. But if you thought that Whistler was all about the snow, then you'd be wrong. It was originally established as a summer destination and continues to be so now, with just as much going on as would be during any winter peak season. And talking of peaks, one of the year-round must-dos is this, the Whistler Blackcomb Peak to Peak. The gondola is part of the longest continuous lift system on the planet. The cable is actually 8.8 kilometres long, quite a stretch. But I have to say the most impressive thing about it are these incredible views. And if you've got a head for heights, then the gondola may have whetted your appetite for something a little more extreme.
Ooh, okay, where are we exactly? So we're about 10 minutes up Blackcomb Mountain, and we're just about to enter the ancient part of the coastal temperate rainforest. Want to get going?
Yeah, let's go.
Zip Trek Eco Tour is all about exploring the ancient rainforest while zipping through it as well. Okay. We've got one that's about 900 feet long.
900 feet?
Yeah, and one that's over 1,000 feet long. On our longest line, we can get up to speeds of about 90 kilometers an hour. So you get going really fast.
That's quite fast.
Yes. It is an eco tour, so we like to tell our guests about the forest ecosystem that we're in. So check this out, Gemma. What does that look like?
Let me see your nails.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
That is not you.
No, it was definitely a bear. Probably a black bear. Black bears climb trees around here. They're excellent climbers. You don't ever want to climb a tree to get away from a black bear. They can climb better than you.
I will bear that in mind.
Yeah. It's a very rare ecosystem. Most people think of the tropical rainforest when we talk about rainforest, but it's 36 times more rare than the tropical rainforest. So it's pretty lucky that we get to explore it here. So if you look up here, Gemma, into the tree, see all the lichen hanging down.
It's really quite beautiful. It looks really soft and mossy.
Yeah. Along the way, we're exploring the rainforest, right? So we are talking about the trees, we're talking about the wildlife, and then in between all that talking, we get to do some zipping as well.
Now, this is the big one.
This is our big mama of zip lines.
Okay, how long?
It's 2,200 feet, just about 660 meters. This is the one where if you tuck up into a nice cannonball, you're going to be going about 90 kilometers an hour.
Nice. Well, it's been a pleasure working with you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for showing me around. And now all I have to do is get some air. Here we go. Right, here we go then. Whoa. 3, 2, 1, woo! It's just so brilliant. It's really exhilarating. You've got the wind in your hair. And once you get over the initial sort of shock of it first leaving, it's a fantastic way to see the forest because you're up above everything. It really is quite beautiful.
Now, despite appearances, I'm not a seasoned professional golfer, but I do enjoy the odd game. So I've come here to the beautiful Chateau Whistler in British Columbia with golfing professional Greg. Hi, Greg.
Good afternoon, Tim.
Now, he's going to give me a few tips on how not to make a faux pas on a par 4.
Or a par 3, as the case may be here at the 8th.
Yes, golf is big business here, and with views as impressive as the playing conditions, it's not hard to see why.
We're going to talk about dress code. The only thing we're after is no denim trousers or shorts, so we've missed the mark on that one.
Yep.
And a collared shirt of some sort. We have higher clubs that are available for men, women, right and left-handed, anything that you might need for your day. Even if you didn't have the clothing or the layers for the weather that you may need, we have everything available in the golf shop for you as well.
Okay, first things first, the grip.
Yes.
I'll show you my grip and then you can say, no, Tim, you're doing that wrong, like everything else you've done so far, all right? So, is this right? You have to put your small finger there and then the thumbs down there.
You want these fingers to be on the club, so they're locked together there. and you form a V here between your finger and your thumb on both hands. In both cases, that arrow should point to your right collarbone. What does a mountain golf course entail? Really, it's the elevation change. Between the first tee and the fourth tee, you're going to go 400 feet in elevation. And then you'll travel along Blackcomb Mountain, going up and down throughout the round. Relax and enjoy yourself.
All right, Greg, here we go.
Give it a shot.
Oh well, still a long way to go. Not a problem though. In fact, I've got my eye on another one of the summer activities around these parts, and it requires an even stricter dress code.
I know what you're thinking. Hey Tim, you know what? You're looking good in your ski fishing combo gear there. But there is a very good reason why I'm wearing this. It's because I'm about to get very muddy. I'm with Katie from Whistler ATV Tours. Hi Katie.
Hi.
What is ATV?
ATVing, well, we're going on these quad bikes. We're going to be going up the mountain. We can get up to about 6,500 feet in altitude. Going through some treacherous terrain, some rocky roads. They're actually old logging roads that we operate on. So before we get going, we have about a 10 to 15 minute safety speech. Make sure everyone's comfortable with the machines.
I've got my goggles and my helmet.
So just hit that yellow button and give it a little bit of gas and it'll fire up.
There we go.
All
it's
right.
powerful.
Yeah.
So it's not like a motorbike with the pull throttle?
No,
there?
exactly. You have a thumb throttle, which is just over here, and they're fully automatic, so no clutching, easy riding.
Okay then, are you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's get going.
Let's off-road. I've always wanted to do this, and this is great fun. I'm loving this. Woohoo!
So we can outfit you head to toe. So if you show up here on vacation in all your nice fancy clothes, no problem. You can come out here and we can get you dirty.
A little bit of water, here we go. Yeah!
All of our ATV tours, they can be family orientated. Kids under 12 ride free. So that's definitely a good benefit for the families.
Superb views, great fun. That's just a great way to look around Canada.
A lot of people are like, yeah, I've ridden before. I bring them up to the top of the world and they're like, holy crap, I never thought I'd see terrain like that.
Come on, Katie. Surely us Brits would never be so overconfident.
I've seen some pretty excellent British drivers, so come out and look us up with their ATV.
Whistler is already well known as a mecca for winter sports, but what I didn't realise is quite how well established it is as a summer resort. So from mountain biking, zip trekking or quad biking, to hiking, golf or even a spot of shopping, there really is something for anyone, anytime.